So ideally you would do this right now, like before you start all your makeup, and I will show you why. So this is the face tapes. These are Mark Traynor. This is what I use all the time and always have. These are the only ones I've ever used. Wait, where's my little scissor? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So these come in a pack of a face and a neck lift. To be honest, I've never used a neck lift. And then they come with refills. Now, when we've used these, we've honestly always just used them once and then thrown them away. And I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend reusing them. But I think because of how we use them and the way that we wear them, that's just how we roll. Now, when I look at this right now, I think that we've always used 2 packs at the same time and always used the long one. So like 2 long ones, if you understand what I'm saying. But I think they're intended to be used like this. So let's see what happens. Because I had like a million of them, and then today I could only find 1. So that's how we're going to do this today. Now, since I'm not going to be wearing a wig, I'm going to show you how, if potentially you were also not going to wear a wig, how would you wear a facelift tape? And then over the next week or so, I'm going to try to figure out some other ways for people who are not in America and cannot order these very particular face tapes. And yeah, that's all she wrote, baby. So let's say you're not wearing a wig and you're like, I want to wear face tapes. All right. So first, this is alcohol. So you have to clean the skin that's here. Let me get my little, and you know, it's 90%, so it smells like alcohol, as alcohol does. So you're going to want to clean really good where you're going to put it, because if there's any like oils or lotions or anything there, it will not stick. So where we like to do it, and this is why I say I recommend putting it on first, and it will burn your eyes a little, is because, and it's also helpful, this is why Freddie and I do it together, is because you have the person look in the mirror, which I'm now realizing is not totally level, and one of us would do this, and while the other one from behind, like standing behind her head, while the other one placed the tapes. So when I see people in these videos and stuff putting these tapes here and like here, I'm like, that's not, we would always place them here. So the idea is to open the eyes, right? So on each person's face, yeah, maybe that's in a different spot, but for the most part, if you're trying to open the eye and lift the brow, it's going to be on me. God, this is like a weird, because there's a delay with the, it's going to, I would do it like right there. Because see how that makes my brow like snatch? So since I'm by myself here, I'm feeling like a little more greasy up in here. So I'm going to make sure, because right now I don't have a pack of refills on me. So it's going to be like my one chance for romance here. All right, so holy eye burns. So then we would also do this. Okay, so that to me looks snatchalicious. Let me look in this other mirror. Oh yeah, hey girl. Who are you? Who are you? Hey. Okay, so let's see. My one-man show here. These look a little used, but they were sealed, so okay. They just look like they have like skin I mean, it was in a sealed bag, so what are you gonna do? So you want to like, and then have the person hold it, which the person, both people are me right now, so whatever. I'll hold it after because I have to place this one. So, oh my god, this is so confusing because it's like I'm looking at a mirror image. Okay. So on this one, like I thought I placed that one and then I looked up there and it was like the other side. Alright, well let's hope that worked out because alright, so ideally, now when you pull these back, you'll be like, oh hey, and you'll have a good lift in the right direction. So the way that they're made, this end here, if you can see, no, that's the mirror. Okay, this end here is supposed to go into one of these notches. Now, if I use this directed, let's just check it out. Usually we tied it at a knot in the back, as tight as we wanted it to go, but let me try it as directed. Oh, see, it kind of like pops out of that knot. But let me try again. Let me be a good girl. Use this directed. And here we go. It keeps slipping out of my hands. Oh, little mother freaker. My hands are also greasy though from all my lotion, so it could be that. Okay, I got it. It's in the first notch because I want it the tightest. And then I'm gonna like, if you see the, now they do also have these, I never knew, okay, because I always got this color, but they do also have them in brown. So maybe I'll just order a new pair that's in brown. But I also have a clever idea, so we'll try that as well. So now, because we're not wearing a wig, for like, let that hair down, because I did, that's what I was, didn't explain what I was doing. I put like that top part of hair up so that when I put this down, I'm like, oh, what do you mean? And it covers. So you can wear them without having a wig. And then you're just like, yeah, I just like, I'm really, had a lot of sleep last night. Okay, so next step. So as you can see, the reason why I would suggest doing that first is because the angle of everything is now different. So like how I would draw on my brows now is very different than a moment ago. So had you already done your liner and your brow and then you pull it up, you sometimes then have to touch things up to match the facelift tape, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay.